Good day, everyone. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're all feeling groovy. Realizing, of course, that the government doesn't love you. And also realizing that pretty much everything you've been told since the day you were born is a lie. It's August the 11th of 2025, 10:58 a.m. Mr. Buzz coming to you from the communist shithole known as Ontario, Canada. And if you get anything out of this video, please give me a thumbs up, is all I ask. And if you're in Nova Scotia, my heart goes out to you. You've been banned from even taking a walk in the woods. You can't even walk down a nature trail. Can't go fishing, can't go hiking, can't go camping. Pretty vicious. Pretty vicious. This is part of the pure arrogance, completely false authority, and the totalitarian tiptoe that has taken place. That's a term that David Icke championed for a long time. The totalitarian tiptoe. That's what it is. They don't just come in and, guns blazing and shut everybody down and close down society. They do it slowly. They do it in increments. And this ban in Nova Scotia is part of it. So this, whether you live in Canada or not, you need to pay attention to this, because this is coming to you. This is coming soon to a town near you. These people are so arrogant that a small group of them, there's like between 7 and 8 billion people or something on the earth, apparently. This small little group has decided that they know best, that they know how to design the whole world, and everyone else has to go along with what they say because they're the righteous ones with all the high-level intelligence. And what a bunch of arrogant scumbags. Unbelievable that they think they have the right to tell people they can't take a walk in the woods when everybody knows, who's paying attention anyway, that it's them setting all these fires. We've caught Antifa in the woods over and over and over again setting these fires. Or climate activists, some group. They've been caught numerous times being the ones that set these fires. Pure arrogance, folks. 100% arrogance. It's nothing else but that. It's unbelievable. To govern and rule legitimately, you need divine authority. And the only one who can grant that to you is the Lord. Nobody else can give you that. You can't just decide one day, I got authority, I'm the boss. Well, you can decide it if you like, but it doesn't make it legitimate. It's still a pile of horse pucky, no matter how you look at it. That's Ursula von der Leyen, or however you say that witch's name. She's the head of the European Union Commission. She's the head witch, is what she is. If I've ever seen anybody that reminds me of Cruella de Vil, it's her. I mean, this is the other thing. They're all like Bond villains. Look at Klaus Schwab and her. She's the worst one. She's frightening. I can't even stand looking at her very long because I get the creeps. But here she is at this podium giving a speech. One of her political opponents is in the audience. Okay, this is a guy who's running against her, whatever, in an upcoming thing. And she's talking about how wonderful free speech and freedom and democracy is. He's saying his piece from the audience, and she's having him arrested as she's talking about free speech and having him arrested as she's saying it. For his speech. That's all he did was speak. And he got arrested. At her orders. You talk about blatant arrogance. I couldn't believe my eyes when I watched it. It's like, you're literally saying the words as you're contradicting yourself with your actions. In real time, at the same time. It's like, this is what we got, folks. It's a totalitarian tiptoe, and it's coming to a town near you before too long. Everyone needs to pay attention to these things. I've heard people say it already. That's down in Nova Scotia. I'm not worried about it. I don't go to Nova Scotia. You need to worry about whatever's happening anywhere in the world because it's spreading. It's just completely spreading. If you see it in one country, you're going to see it in another country very soon. Especially, there's 5 countries who are really in trouble, and that's the Five Eyes countries. Canada, Australia, New Zealand, UK, and United States. Those countries are going to go down in the same exact way because the CIA and all of our intelligence agencies in those countries work together. And this is what they're doing. They're totalitarian tiptoe. Pure arrogance. Stand up to their false authority. They have none. Imagine just deciding that you know best for all 8 billion people in the world. You know what to do. You know how things should be. And deciding that you have the right to do all this underhanded, sneaky, life-destroying stuff to large groups of people, burn out their neighborhoods, flood them out, whatever you're doing, and then to have the audacity to tell a whole province of people, you can't even walk in the woods anymore. You're not allowed to go catch a fish. The arrogance makes me want to throw up. That one made me mad. That one made me really mad. I mean, it's not that I don't expect it. I do. I know what's coming. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. They won't be happy. Have you ever been in school when you were a kid and there's one kid who doesn't want anyone else to have fun? They don't want anybody else to have a smile on their face. They want to ruin everybody's day. And they're constantly going and tattling to the teacher, and everybody's had one of those kids in their class, right? I had several over the years who would always do that no matter what. Well, those kids are now in control of everything. That's what it is. It's the same whiny little scumbags who are now demon-infested, completely demon-infested. Demons controlling them. And they haven't lost that whiny, arrogant nature that they developed as a child. It got worse and worse. And now they're in positions of power. And I'm going to add one more thing to this, and then I'll end it. The gold standard. Okay. Here's some examples here. Harvard University. That's one of the most prestigious schools in the world, isn't it? In the media, 60 Minutes. That's a pretty well-respected, media voice in this world. Journals, The Lancet. These are the gold standard, right? These are the trusted and well-respected organizations. The more trusted and well-respected it is, the more New World Order it is. That's what they've done, is convinced everybody for years that things like Harvard University and I had a few written down here. Time Magazine, that's another one. Time Magazine. Look what Time Magazine did when Hillary Clinton, when they wanted her to be the president. They printed a copy of Time with her face on it saying, Madam President, and she didn't even win. That tells you how corrupt they were. Should a magazine be biased towards one person to that point that they... Nope. Proved how bogus and fake they are. But Time Magazine is still considered. Don't listen to any of those things. The more gold standard like it is, the more full of shit it is. That's totally the way it is. You got this scientist from Harvard, Avi Loeb, talking about this other object coming in from interstellar space. Well, a guy named Jeremy Corbell warned us, I think it was about a year ago, this is what they're going to do, guys. They're going to say another Oumuamua, because the last one that came was called Oumuamua. Gave it a Hawaiian name. Jeremy Corbell made a video, I think about a year ago, saying they're going to do it again, and the next one is going to be bigger, and it's going to be scarier, and they're going to say that it's heading to Earth to attack. Well, sure enough, what are they doing? And who's doing it? Avi Loeb. From where? From Harvard. Isn't that a big surprise? There's a part of Harvard called the Kennedy School. And if you look into the backgrounds of the evil ones, and it doesn't matter which one, you'll find out they have a connection to Kennedy School, and they probably went there. Some of them have gone to Yale, and the other universities are corrupt too. But none as corrupt as Harvard. So if somebody came from Harvard, they don't deserve your respect. They deserve your suspicion. Okay, and it's the same when it comes to these, like Time Magazine, National Geographic Magazine, 60 Minutes, CNN, NBC, Fox, you name them. Whatever is considered the well-respected, trusted organization is the corrupt one. That's how they've done this. And they spent decades convincing everybody to trust these places. Do not. Do not. And I will leave you with this one thought. Unless it's divine authority, which means it's either the Lord or he granted it to someone, unless it's that, ignore it, defy it. You do not have to listen to anybody with false, wannabe authority. I've made several videos about this. Nobody seems to want to have a conversation about it because everybody seems a little scared and nervous to talk about it, but defy false authority. Do not listen to these wannabes. That's all they are. They've decided something in their own heads that isn't true. The Lord Jesus Christ has authority. Nobody else. He's the king of the earth. And there's an evil one who thinks he is, but his time is short. Because Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.